This is What If Naruto Had Magic Part 4. See, I haven't done this one in a little while. It's been almost a week. You guys really liked it. Thought I'd put it out. See, I'm not using my newer editing type because of the fact I just want to get this one out there quite much faster. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Last time we left off with Naruto actually killing Zabuza and resulting in Haku forming a hatred for him and vowing to get revenge on Naruto. So now Naruto is going to end up going back to the village, of course, for the Chunin exams. The team's going to be recommended, and Naruto's going to accept, as is Sakura and Sasuke. Now, the first part of the test is going to go quite well for Naruto. He's way more intelligent than he was before, so he'll be able to at least get at least about an 80% on the test, which is above passing. So he's quite exemplary. Now, other than that, everyone else is going to have about the same result on the test. For the second part of the exams for the forest, it's going to alter quite a bit. Now, Naruto, of course, is going to end up having to go take a piss, just as he was before. As he's there, he's going to end up getting attacked by the snake. And as the snake attacks, he's not even going to have to try whatsoever. He's going to lift up his hand, and he's going to more or less use one of his spells. Hellfire. As he mutters these words, what seems like arrows of just coated in pure, it's orangish red flames, of course. They're not going to be blue, because blue is the hottest flame, but it's not that advanced. Hellfire. They rain down from, I keep forgetting, it's like a seal type thing. A pentagram, I think it is. So as they rain down, it just completely annihilates the snake before it can even touch Naruto. That was pathetic. As he just proceeds to zip up his pants and walk back to where he was. They now come across he comes across what seems to be a fake him. This is, of course, Orochimaru. Orochimaru right here is going to be trying to trick him, and I believe he would do so. He would be able to trick him because he would look at Naruto and try to actually copy him exactly. If they did come up with that code, they wouldn't be able to tell at all because Naruto's quite intelligent. He's more intelligent than probably both of Sasuke and Sakura. So now, Naruto's going to step into the clearing where they're at and say, "Who the hell are you?" Now, Orochimaru, being the sly dog he is, would try to pull the exact same thing. "I'm not sure who you are, but you best get out of here, you imposter," which is what Orochimaru would say in Naruto's voice. Now, Naruto wouldn't take very kindly to this. He would immediately summon a pentagram. I hope I'm getting this right. Sorry if I'm completely saying the word wrong for the seal. Just tell me what it is down in the comments and I'll correct it in the next video. He summons a pentagram underneath Orochimaru's feet. Orochimaru barely able to dodge, but that's how they knew it was actually Naruto. That strange type of chakra jutsus he's using, it's completely different, Sasuke notices, than ours. Now, Naruto's going to rush forward. He's going to immediately disappear out of Orochimaru's vision. And when Orochimaru looks up again, he notices that there's a hand straight through his chest. He begins vomiting out blood. "Wow, kid, you're something. Can't believe I lost track of you. You're really fast. You must have been using a flash step or something." "Huh. I don't know what that is, but you're quite wrong. I'm more or less just using my basic speed." Orochimaru is just completely astonished. "You're what? Using your speed? You're that good? You're lying. You're lying." He barfs out basically another version of him. He regurgitates himself. And as he does this, he pulls out the leaf longsword from his mouth. And he begins slicing downward onto Naruto. But as you remember, I think I made him have a sword. It's not really it's a really short sword. Made out of what's seemingly indestructible from a monster. I believe it was his tooth, so that's what it was. It's seemingly indestructible weapon. Now he blocks this Leaf's longsword no matter what, and Orochimaru jumps back in astonishment. Something can hold up to this sword? What is this weapon you're holding? You shouldn't be worrying about that, Naruto states as he quickly disappears again. He quickly punches Orochimaru in the gut and then proceeds to kick him back into a tree. Orochimaru, though, is quick to react. He lands straight onto the tree with his feet and pushes forward, going straight towards Naruto. But as he reaches Naruto, he realizes it was an afterimage. The same thing that worked on Zabuza worked on Orochimaru. How fast is this kid? I can't believe there's someone with extraordinary speed like him. I'm toying with you, don't you know that? Naruto says. He's kind of chuckling. Huh, you see, you thought I wouldn't know who you are? Your reputation precedes you. Orochimaru kind of looks up, astonished. You know who I am, boy? Of course, you're Orochimaru after all, one of the three great Sannin. After all, it does seem the three great Sannin aren't as great as they were told to be. Shut your mouth, you insolent boy. He rushes forward. Seemingly grabbing Naruto, he grabs Naruto and is about to stab him with the sword. But Naruto is expecting this. A pentagram opens in front of him, and he begins to eat the sword. Ha! You're retarded. Little did you know. Of course I have magic to make your things disappear. He notices as his sword actually vanishes from his hand and into Naruto's. How did you do that, boy? What is this? What kind of jutsu are you using? Jutsu? I don't know jutsus. You see, you seem like someone I want to try this out on. I suggest you two get out of here, as he looks towards Sakura and Sasuke. They quickly acknowledge this and they get out. I'll give them about 30 seconds. They should be fast enough to get out of here. It's not like I'm using an entire attack on you. Now Orochimaru is completely confused by this. Naruto slams his hand against the ground, sending just from sheer force and how all the mana that he had basically pushed up into his hand, it causes the entire floor to crack and more or less send shards flying at Orochimaru. Orochimaru's hit by him and sent straight into a few trees. He gets up and starts spitting out a little bit of blood. You're extraordinary, kid. I don't even know if I can beat you. But I won't give up. Little do you know, my regenerative abilities are better than almost anyone's. Yes, I know. Probably Hashirama cells. He looks up at Naruto. What did you just say? You heard me. I'm not retarded. See, people are quite naive to this. See, after all, I do make it a thing. For people I want to target, I do research on them. It's more or less an assassin's job, and I think of myself as an assassin, or a mercenary if you want to look at me that way. Well, if you're an assassin or a mercenary, you should let me hire you, boy. No, that's the thing. I work for myself alone. He disappears out of Orochimaru's vision, and when Orochimaru thinks he sees him, he disappears again. He continues doing this for about an entire 10 seconds in total. Orochimaru is completely confused. He's starting to get frustrated. How could you do this, boy? How can you be so far above me? I'm still toying with you. Literally, did you realize that? Naruto now jumps up into the air. He begins levitating. See, this is something he's able to do, but it does proceed to take up quite a bit amount of his mana, but he replenishes it because he does have a large amount of it. So as he's using this, he uses his ultimate attack. See, I don't know what to name it, so I want you guys to come up with a name in the comment section below. Basically, it's going to be an attack where he jumps up into the air and he brings down a mixture of mana and chakra. This is going to result in a giant pentagram being above the sky, and it starts to form arms. And these arms are shrouded in chains. These chains bind down the opponent. It's kind of like the Uzumaki chains, if you want to think about it that way, but they're purple, of course. I want to make them purple because, like, why not? So they're binding down Orochimaru. He can't regurgitate himself or anything. He's being held down, and these arms come out, and they begin changing form into spears, and they start penetrating Orochimaru. And once they penetrate him, they basically expand until the point where they explode. This results in Orochimaru being entirely annihilated. Naruto falls to the floor, completely drained of mana and almost completely drained of chakra. It's gonna take me a few days to recover all this mana that I've lost. Unless. Hey, Kurama, you think you could spare some chakra? It might speed up the recovery for my mana. Sure, boy. He begins to lend Naruto chakra, of course. See, Naruto has actually been able to find a way to convert chakra into his mana. And having Kurama, it's like an infinite source of chakra and mana almost. Thanks, man. You're truly there to look out for me. As he stands up and he begins to go back to where they were at. Now, they're going to pass the test, of course, and they're going to move on to the preliminary rounds. The preliminary rounds are going to go quite simple. They're going to be exactly the same, and Naruto's going to easily destroy, what's his name? Kiba. He's going to, basically when the fight begins, he says 3, 2, 1. Let the fight begin. As Kiba rushes towards Naruto, Naruto just tanks the punch. Ha! And you claim to be one of the strongest. That's funny. You're nothing more than another weakling. How can you protect someone like this? He kicks Kiba back into the wall. As Kiba slams into the wall, he's barely able to keep consciousness. But as the director sees, the one preceding the fight would say, okay, well, this is a win for Naruto. You're barely conscious, so I'm going to give this to Naruto. Naruto's going to win. The next part, this is the end of the part. So for the next part, what will happen? How will he react to Hinata getting hurt? Does Hinata still have feelings for him? You will have to wait and find out. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this. Next part will come out. I'm not exactly sure, but I do intend on it being within the next week or so. I want to continue this series because I do like it as a whole. The next part will be quite interesting in my opinion. After all, how will he react to Neji? Does he see Neji as evil or does he see him as good? Wait till the next part to find out.